Alrighty guys, we're back. Episode 3, and I'm so excited for this morning. I've actually been looking forward to this for a few days, not gonna lie. So we welcome a very special guest this morning, a VIP in a way, the VIP maybe. Georgia Hayes. She's a paramedic by trade, but in recent years has created a following in the wedding scene and social media. But most importantly, we've been good friends for 10 years. We welcome Georgia Hayes. Hello.
Thank you. Thanks,
welcome.
Andy, for having me.
Pleasure. Are we used to the new name yet, or
No,
are we
I
still
think-
doing GG? Or?
I think I'm still Gigi at heart,
Okay.
but Georgia Hayes is good. Yeah, I like it.
How quickly did we change the Insta handle?
The night after.
Really?
It wasn't available
Priority.
though, so I had like 4 underscores, but that's fine.
That's okay. We adapt. That's all good. So welcome, G.
Thank you.
Look, I'd love to just dive straight into it and obviously talk about the journey, everything, and how it started. So obviously a wedding starts with a proposal.
Yeah.
So let's start from the very beginning. Tell us about the proposal. Did you have any idea it was coming? Maybe this... was
A
it
little bit.
Positano, was it?
It was.
Yeah.
The proposal was
yeah.
amazing. I feel like when you're little, you dream of like what your proposal is going to be like, and this felt like it was out of a fairy tale. Genuinely, yeah.
I'm actually picturing it right in my head.
I know.
To be honest, yeah.
Literally.
You had the hat on and everything.
Well, I posted that much. You probably felt like you were there. So yeah, Max and I have been together for maybe like 5 years, or maybe 4.5 years by that point.
Yeah.
And our friends were getting married in Greece that year, so it was 2023 in June.
Yeah.
And then so we booked this like 6-week massive holiday, right?
Fun.
So
Just cause.
Yeah. So we're doing Paris, Croatia, Greece for the wedding, and then we're stopping in Italy.
Yeah.
And we'd actually been ring shopping. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we had been ring shopping together. We had sort of like chosen a ring. I know. So I thought that if it was going to happen like in 2023, I would hope that it would happen like when we were in Italy. So that was perfect. We booked the trip. We went there. I spent the whole time like not thinking like, oh, is it going to happen?
Yeah, good.
Or like, do I have to wear this one nice dress that I bought?
Nails done every
know?
day.
Yeah, those sorts of things. I just enjoyed the trip.
Good.
The wedding was amazing that we attended. Max was like the best man. So we sort of just wanted to keep the spotlight there. Then we went to Positano, and that's where it all happened. And we landed there and we were both like, we'd actually never been to Europe before, both of us.
Oh, right. Okay.
So we both were like, this place is
just
incredible.
taking it all in. Yep,
Everything,
yep.
And it was on the second night. So we'd spent the whole day at the Spogliero Beach Club, if you know that.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. So this was probably the nicest day. We'd pre-booked like everything pretty much. So we spent the whole day there, went home, freshened up, and then we had booked a like boat to like cruise, like by ourselves, like a boat tour.
Oh.
And I thought that if it was going to happen on this trip, that would be
It's like,
the perfect spot.
It's how do we beat this location right
Literally.
now? Yeah.
And it was sunset. So it was sunset boat cruise. I actually didn't know that Max had actually been messaging the guy on WhatsApp and like pre-organising, like, I'm going to propose. Can you make sure that we've got, champagne and that you take a video of us or whatever.
Is that for the captain?
The captain.
He's like...
His name was Gabriel and he was really cool. Like, he was really like...
Yeah.
He was the perfect guy to be there in such an intimate like setting. So we kind of wanted to be sort of private. When I had, we'd spoken about it.
I'm all for a private proposal.
Yeah.
I've seen Publix, I'm like...
I couldn't do a restaurant. I love seeing them, but I think I'd feel a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah. Everyone's clapping.
Everyone's clapping.
Oh.
But anyways, we set out for the boat cruise. Coming on the way back, the sun was setting around the Amalfi Coast back into Positano. And he had said, I'm going to go down underneath the boat to grab something. And I was like,
running.
I was like,
I'm
Max.
just going to grab a beer. Yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, can I go to the bathroom first? So I went down into the bottom of the cabin and it was so rocky. And I was like, it was really hot as well. It felt like 40 degrees under there. And I was just reapplying like my lips. I went to the bathroom and I went through the bag that we had like joined together. And I actually didn't know, but the ring was in there, inside of a box, inside of a sock. Didn't find it, thank gosh. Because I would have ruined my own surprise.
Okay, yeah.
And I actually filmed something down there, which I have now since posted on TikTok, where I was saying like, oh, I think something might happen. He's acting really suspicious, blah, blah, blah. So then I go back up and Max is like, I'm going to go down there. And I was like, don't go down there. You already feel really seasick, because he was like green, felt really seasick the whole time, which was like kind of a shame. And I was like, oh, why don't we pop the champagne like when you come back up, it maybe bubbles and make you feel better. Like
champagne
like
fixes
sparkling
everything.
water.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And the captain was like, no, don't open the champagne. And I was like, why? And he was like, keep it. And I was like, okay.
Oh my God, there's so much going on.
I know.
Yeah,
So I'm up there waiting, and then I hear when he's down there, music starts playing. And I was like, what? Since when did we have a
not
union
house
room?
music as
No.
well. It's the choir.
It was the choir. It was like Brent Fairs, like just chill as music. It was really nice. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And he comes up and I see the pocket with the ring box inside of his jeans, inside of his like linen pants.
Yeah.
And then he comes up, he's like, let's get a photo. And in this moment, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. Like the moment since I was little, I'm such like a bridey type girl,
Absolutely.
like wedding type girl. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, is this gonna happen? And then we get the photo, but it was actually a video. And he turns to me and then he's like, I've loved you forever.
Oh,
and like, the whole speech.
Why am I getting goosebumps now?
It was so nice. And then I was just like bawling my eyes out. I was like Kim Kardashian when she lost her earring in the Maldives.
Oh my God. So run me through your head. Is it kind of does everything just stop?
Everything fully stopped. I have this vivid memory of being so present when I was looking at him and his face when he was saying all these nice things, and I looked over his shoulder and I see Positano in the backdrop, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the moment that you'll hopefully get once in your whole life, and it's happening right now to me and Max, who I love so much and want to marry. Yeah. So that was like nice.
It's one of those times. It's like it honestly doesn't get better.
It actually doesn't.
To be honest. So run me through. So he drops the knee, gets the video, and then were you on the boat for the rest of the night, or
no? So the boat pretty much went straight in after. So we popped the champagne.
Oh, good.
And the music was on.
Was that the best glass you've ever had?
Literally. And I was like, Max, are you okay? Like, you still feel seasick? He's like, I never felt seasick.
I was
just
so
nervous.
Anxious.
He was just so anxious, and like, he was just so nervous. He wanted it to be perfect, which is really cute. And then the boat went in, and we got off the boat. Thanked the driver; he was so nice.
Good. Yeah.
And then we got off the pier. Sorry, we got onto the pier, and the first people we see are some Australian people that we know.
No way.
Yeah, and they're all sitting down. Like there was this, long tables on the pier. Yes. And so then they're like, Max is like dapping them up, like, hey mate, like, how you going, blah blah. And he's like, they were like, oh, what are you guys doing? Like, what have you just done? And we're like, oh, we just got engaged like 5 minutes ago. We haven't told anyone. And then they were all like, oh my God.
Oh, that would have been,
And then it was just
the story just gets better.
It was really fun. And then we sat on the pier with our half bottle of champagne and just drank out of plastic cups and cried together.
Yep.
And we just talked. We were just like, oh my God, like, and looking at the ring finally, because I hadn't even had a chance to look at it. And then we went up to our hotel, got changed, showered, refreshed up, and then we went to Le Serenus Hotel, which is also my favourite hotel in Italy, full stop.
Gee, this is the day.
And I had pre-booked that 4 months in advance. Like, I was emailing them every day, being like, when do you open up for June? So when we were going to this restaurant, I was like, this is the perfect post-proposal engagement dinner ever. So we went there, there's a live band, we had limoncello, 5 courses.
Oh my God, I can't
stayed there till 2 a.m.
I didn't know any of this. This is the proposal's just part one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so you obviously do that. I'd love to know, and kind of just going a little bit off course here, but how quickly do you kind of let everyone know? Do you want to soak it up for a day or two, or are you FaceTiming everyone straight away? What's the politics there?
I feel like everyone's different.
Yeah.
And if you're listening, do what you want, do what feels good to you and you as a couple. And if you're overseas, I sort of like the whole, waiting a couple hours and taking it all in.
Yeah.
So we spent the whole dinner just us two. We walked home at 2 a.m. And that's when we just decided.
Love.
Yeah, we were drunk in love. We'd had our limoncello shot to finish, and we were like, should we call someone? We feel naughty. We haven't told anyone besides those people on the pier. And so we called both of our parents, FaceTimed them, and told them. And then the walk was 20 minutes long. So then we ended up calling my best friends.
I was going to say, as soon as you call one, you've got the whole logbook.
Literally.
Yeah.
So we just did that. And then, we woke up the next day and went on another boat cruise to Capri, which we pre-booked. And then I think 2 days later, we sort of posted something online.
Yeah. And that was the start of it all. So that actually works perfectly going into the next one. So planning the wedding a little bit. So from the moment you started planning, was there something the first thing that you knew that you kind of wanted? Obviously you said when you were young, you've got this, you were talking about like, oh, my dream proposal.
Yeah.
Did you have that kind of same with the wedding a little bit? Like,
Definitely.
I reckon you'd
Like,
be a big Pinterest.
Yeah. I had already had, and again, those listing, like I'm sure you're the exact same. Like you would have saved albums of photos of brides, dresses, wedding venues, flowers. Like you'd have Pinterest boards, like and engagement rings and wedding bands. Like I feel like people have that.
Absolutely.
And like I had all that, so
That's the
I
thing.
knew like what I wanted, and I guess like the main things that I knew I wanted. Well, one was marrying Max. Two,
Tick.
yeah, that was tick. And then the next thing was a summer wedding.
Yeah.
A summer venue wedding.
Tick. Yeah.
And I knew exactly which wedding venue I wanted.
We love the leaf.
Yeah. So I knew I wanted red leaf.
Yeah.
If it was feasible, because I was unsure about packages and costs and everything.
Of course.
But from looking on, saving album, it was all red leaf.
That's so amazing. So you obviously had the theme and kind of obviously the venue, all that like, plan. Where did you kind of, how like quickly after the proposal were you like, let's start planning, let's get into it?
Good question. I feel like, again, everyone's different.
Yeah.
I didn't want to rush into getting married really quickly. I think I was 25 when I got engaged, and Max was 28 or 29.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to enjoy the period.
Nice.
So as soon as we got home,
engagement's fun.
Engagement's really fun. We didn't do an
high.
engagement party
Yeah.
because we just had dinners with all of our friends when we got home.
The Capri kind of,
Yeah,
that might have been it.
literally. And yeah, so what was the question?
No, that's all right. So it was kind of how quickly did you after proposal?
Yeah, so right after like we got home, we enjoyed the period for about, I'd say like 4 months. And then I sort of like actually put these things into place. So end of October, I booked Red Leaf to go. Go view.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
To go view it, and I'd messaged them like on email, and I'd got their events package.
Yeah.
And we booked flights to Newcastle, and Max was very good. He was actually like, yeah, I really want to see it. We want to see it if we can get it out of our heads to say no, or see it to get into our head and be like, this might be the only venue that we view.
Okay. Is it venues, when you're sightseeing, is it one of those like, straight away as soon as you open the gates?
For me it was.
It just gut feeling a little bit?
I had a gut feeling. Like we'd gotten to Newcastle, we'd never been there. We stayed the night and we had everything printed out and the night before in bed reviewing everything that we'd learned about Red Leaf. And then we are driving there, we hire a car because it's like 2 hours from Sydney.
Yeah.
So we hired a car. Oh, sorry, it must be an hour from Newcastle, 2 hours from Sydney.
That's right, yeah.
So we hired a car. We're driving through what feels sort of like the Yarra Valley in Victoria, like just sort of beautiful fields, lots of gum trees, like really nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I was like, we're in the middle of pretty much nowhere. And where are these gates going to be? Because I can't see like, any signage yet. Then we drive onto this main road, like Wollongbow Road, and I see Red Leaf sign. And as soon as I see the hedge, I kid you not, we both looked at each other and we're both like, oh my gosh.
The entrance must be something else.
And like Instagram does not do Red Leaf justice. Like their photos are incredible, but in person there's like this magical like aura.
I was going to say it's just shining.
Teleports you.
It's got that like the peach color. Like we're there in Feb for a wedding,
so nice.
and I'm like, we haven't been there yet, and I'm like, I've just got it highlighted in red. I'm like,
yeah,
can't wait. So
it's just like another dimension. Like I feel like I was just then again transported back to our proposal like area. It was the only venue I viewed. The only venue that I locked in 24 hours after.
Oh my God, that's so good. So the meeting obviously went well.
Yeah, I loved
Matt. So you
Matt.
got a tour?
Yeah, so Matt took us around, who's the Red Leaf owner, and he was just like incredible. He is very driven and like he loves his property and passionate.
Yeah.
So every part, every detail is like to perfection of like almost like a Hampton Italian Tuscan villa style. Like the inside of the house, which you don't see much on Instagram, is like your dream vineyard farmhouse you can think of.
Oh my God. And you obviously you get ready there and everything, so you get there. Did you get there the day before?
So you can book midweek wedding, which is a lot cheaper. You can book for 2 nights, I believe, or you can book a weekend wedding, which is 3 nights 4 days, which is obviously a bit more costly. But
4 days. Whew, let's go.
I think it was 4 days.
Yeah.
So we booked that date. So when I was messaging Matt after we saw Red Leaf. I was like, oh, what dates are available? He sent me the calendar. The only date was the 15th of February.
That's
left
prime.
for 2025.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a sign. And then I knew if I was getting Red Leaf, I knew that I would have to get Chloe, my planner.
Yeah, Chloe's cool. I've
Yeah.
Connected with her a few times. Actually, yet to meet her, but we're just going to go off course for a few questions here. Wedding planners, essential?
Essential.
Yeah.
Especially for Red Leaf, it's actually, I think it's in the contract, you have to have a wedding planner.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was...
It just has to be...
Yeah. It used to be a dry hire venue, like you would have to bring everything in and customize it yourself. Now they've made it a lot easier for couples. So they've got contacts that they have on their books that you just go with. So like the Marquee, they've got Pepe's now, who's now, Chow Pepe's, who's now their like only... catering company you can go with.
Okay. So they like to keep it pretty intimate.
Yeah, and then they give you a list of like all the other vendors for like, even like when you think about napkins, cutlery, crockery, stationery, tables, chairs. They now, Red Leaf actually provide all of the cocktail furniture. So when you saw all those beautiful scallop umbrellas and those wrought iron chairs and everything and the ceremony love heart wrought iron chairs, they're all Red Leafs now.
Oh,
so you hire them off.
Okay.
So it made the process a lot easier.
Yeah, I think it's kind of, they probably want to just keep a similar theme for all, instead of like, just something
chaos.
like, sorry, we weren't ready for this kind of
Yeah.
vibe. So I do kind of get it.
So Chloe made that all come to life so smoothly, because I would not have been able to, the day before, so the Friday, Valentine's Day, be like counting the napkins, counting the chairs, like helping with the deliveries. So she did the full bump in, bump out, and she did the styling.
God, that is, I can see why it's essential, to be honest. Yeah, absolutely. So, the big day. So, take us through the wedding day itself. This could be a big question. So, is there a moment that it's just kind of gives you goosebumps thinking about it? It's like, I can imagine, is there not even like coming down the aisle? Is it kind of like you went away with Max for 5 minutes just to soak it up? Or
we did do that. I actually have two big ones for this. So like obviously the whole day gave me goosebumps. When I look back at it, if I look back now, I will sit on the couch and like cry, thinking about how fun it was and how happy everyone was. But the first one that gave me goosebumps was definitely putting on my Kaya gown, because
Kaya.
I know Kaya is
that was
incredible.
Fun you and I.
So we actually did I did all my fittings with Kaya, and Andy was like my photographer and shot everything, which was like
that was fun,
really nice. And because I'd known you for like 10 years, it was like really personal.
Absolutely.
And only Andy knew what my dress was going to look like. No one else.
Kept it a secret.
Literally.
That was good.
So that was like definitely the goosebump moment. So we'd been designing this dress for like almost 12 months.
At least. Yeah.
I had at least like 6 appointments for that. And I only really saw what it would look like probably 2 weeks before the wedding.
How did you kind of find that like dress design process? Did you enjoy it? Was it overwhelming at the start? Like, because I remember this, I actually remember this. This was day one.
You were there for day one.
Day one, and I'm like, wow, honoured. And I think you wanted to start quite minimal, which I actually see a lot of brides want to, because I'm sure it's quite a big like, let's just start minimal. And then you just like, we changed.
Yeah. So when I first had my appointment with Kaya, and I was so lucky enough to be able to like design something with her, like a bespoke complete gown, that I first went in and I was like, I just want silk, strapless, the classic. And she was like, I feel like I've seen that been done too many times. Let's do something completely custom, because I was just going to choose something off the rack that they had there.
Okay.
And then as you saw, like we decided to, I think the second appointment, I had done a lot more research, and I was like, okay, I want a lace-up corset. I want a elongated corset. I want the skirt to be slightly, slightly off-center hanging.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right terminology for that is, but I wanted it to be like on one hip, slightly off the other, and be a little bit more dramatic but different. And then that's when we added the sleeves, because so not sleeves, but the off the shoulder, we added that quite last minute.
Yeah. Okay. How specific can you go with Kai? It was like, can you go like inch by inch? I want this.
Literally,
and
she is, I just trust her.
Yeah.
So I went in and I said, I want those 3 things.
Yeah.
Like I wanted the corset, the the lace-up corset, the elongated corset, and then the
just said, "Leave it
draping.
with me."
And
Yeah.
she goes, "Oh, let me just draw you something on the spot." Were you there?
That's right. She
And
was just,
she
and
drew-
her handwriting kills me.
It was
It's
amazing, literally.
It's just-
She just
yeah.
drew this in,
Yeah.
I don't know, 20 seconds. And I go,
like
that is
art.
exactly what I had in my
Yeah.
head. And she just drew it, and I was like, just do that. I want that. And she, next appointment,
one. Oh,
had
yeah.
that for me in like a, in the gown. And then, every other appointment, we just tailored it to me and like added a little bit more of a train or dropped it a little bit lower. And that's when we added the sleeves. And
6 viewings.
yeah, so I had a lot of
yeah.
goosebumps on the day because I'd put it on and I was like, this dress, I literally
memories from-
designed it
yeah.
with Kaya. We've done this for so long and I felt so good in it.
Well, that's why I kind of love like when brides really just love their dress, like
Yeah.
because it's just been like a year in the making.
Yeah.
Like they just like soak it up a little bit.
I
instead of
do
just,
think
like,
that a lot
yeah.
of brides can get like done by their dress.
I
Like,
know what you
think-
mean. It's kind of like
I've had
I
people
love
tell
but
me-
hate you at the same time.
Yeah, they get like, they choose it 18 months out in advance and
Yeah.
they do it like not based off a trend or something. And then they get to their wedding and they're like, I don't even like it anymore.
Or they go super safe.
Which I
or
think is
something.
very normal,
Yeah.
but like you got to think like back to when you chose it, like you loved it for a reason and you felt good in it and you need to remember that feeling. That's why I say take photos and then you can look back and be like, oh yeah, or take videos and you can be like, I feel really good in this dress.
Yeah.
Like then imagine it on the day. So I was very lucky that I never had that feeling. And then of course
Absolutely.
I designed a second and third dress.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, all the heads and oh god.
So that gave me goosebumps. big time.
Yeah. So do you think is there a way to kind of make for brides to kind of how can they be more comfortable with choosing a dress? Do you think?
Personally, for me, I found comfort in reassurance, which I do in a lot of aspects in my life.
Don't
so
we all?
I know. So I brought along like my sisters, my mum, and my best friends, but I never did it like everyone together. I just sort of did it, if you're available, come, because there's a lot of expectation as a bridesmaid. And so they were able to help me. Like I was like, oh, I don't feel good in this, and they were like, oh, you look good in this part or this part, and yeah, they definitely helped me. But I think it
Just
ended
bouncing
up just
ideas as
being
well.
me,
Yeah.
being like, I feel comfortable on the weekends if I wear it off the shoulder top, or like I feel comfortable on the weekends if I wear a halter top. Like do what you normally wear.
Yeah.
So I always feel good when I feel my waist is cinched in and my arms are covered, or like there's a split, so there's leg showing, or things like that. So I feel like just bring your everyday fashion into your bridal fashion,
I
so
like that a
you
little
don't
bit. It's
feel
almost
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Like don't
it's
pick something because some model wore it to fashion week and you
Yeah.
said they looked really good.
Yeah, it's like I kind of want to replicate them. It's like
Yeah,
no.
I think just do you.
Absolutely. I mean, you're very very stylish.
Oh, I
so-
would have worn silk white pants and a white blazer
There we
too.
go. Absolutely. So I really like that quote you said. It was kind of like wear what the style you kind of wear, not every day, but your lifestyle style into a dress.
Yeah,
little bit.
definitely.
So going back to Goosebumps, so it was the dress. It was and part two.
Part two is the wedding day.
Yeah.
So the part that I will tell everyone about that on the wedding day is Max and I had been at the cocktail hour, and then everyone was getting ushered into the reception space. We had like a beautiful Hampton
TV.
marquee,
Yeah.
one of those. And we were off to get changed into our second looks.
Oh yeah, party
So
gear. Yeah,
that was really fun. We got changed. I had the juniper, which is the silky lace Kaya gown that we designed as well, part of the April 2025 collection.
Gorgeous.
Max had gone to YSG Tailors and done a custom Italian cream jacket,
I do remember.
which we designed together. The whole process was really fun. Like I
Yeah.
went with him all the time. So we'd gotten into these outfits. We both felt like fresh and like just ready to party. Part two.
Yeah. So you recommend, like a outfit change?
I do.
If you're on the fence?
Yeah, if it's in your budget and you want to do it.
Yeah.
I definitely think it made me feel more like I could show off a lot more of my
I
personality.
was going to say, and it's probably easy to dance, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah, which
And
we
Kai
kinda
was
do.
like, now you get to wear your silk. Now you get to wear your more relaxed outfit. So yeah, I definitely do recommend.
Yeah.
And for men, very fun. Max really enjoyed putting that on. And also he had so much makeup on his shoulder from kissing
I was going to
everyone on the
say,
cheeks.
yeah,
So by
the
the
brown
end,
shoulder.
by the end he was like, I'm excited to put a new suit
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it was
yeah.
30 degrees, so it was awesome.
Absolutely.
And he had a new shirt. Anyways, the point to the story was the Goosebumps. We'd gotten changed and the bridal parties were getting introduced and they were all running down the aisle to Red Leaf. And then it was like, okay, now Mr. and Mrs. Hayes and we're holding hands. Max has a tambourine. I have an Aperol waiting for me at the table, and
Standard.
we're running into Young Heart's Run Free, even though the song's about like a breakup or something. We just love the song.
Got your own version.
Yeah, I loved it. So we're running in together. We're like galloping like down this red leaf like pebblestone thing into the marquee, and then we're wrapping around all the tables. Everyone's dapping us, high-fiving, kissing us, you know, cheering us. Everyone had these personalised tambourines, which we'll talk about probably later. And then we get into the dance floor, and our bridal parties are there, and everyone's just like on level 10 or up.
I honestly remember, I think like Katie, Mimi, they're all
Literally,
just like,
all the girls are there, and that
yeah.
was just like amazing. And our DJ, who also was like a live singer, Shawnee, and our saxophonist, Dave, they had just flipped the song to Freed from Desire. We were on the dance floor, like 12 of us, like bridal party, and then all of a sudden 110 people swarm from their tables, like they were like... Everyone's up for this like mosh pit. Everyone's coming in, like running, and it's like freed from... And everyone's just like, you know the one.
I think Max picks you up.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I was up in the air, and I was just like, and I looked down at everyone smiling and being like, looking up at me like this.
This is your moment.
And then I still, right now, goosebumps. I get goosebumps every single time I hear that song. So that was like probably the best moment of the whole wedding that I can recall of like that euphoric feeling.
Yeah, it's funny when a song comes on and you just switch right
like
back to that spot. Yeah, I'm sure that's absolutely. I feel like that one must come on your shuffle.
Yeah,
when it does. Like,
it does.
Back
It's like
at
Prada.
Red Leaf.
Prada as well.
Oh yeah, track. Oh, that was such a recovery track for you. I remember.
It was.
All right, G. I know you're a big fan of DIYs, and I saw all the props during the day, even like little matchboxes, everything. So was there any websites, go-tos? I know like maybe SD Sazzle that you went to design everything?
Honestly, the internet was an open horizon for all these things.
Yeah.
You
would have had so much fun.
I did.
Yeah.
And because I was, taking time off work because of the whole PTSD thing.
Yeah.
I had stopped like wedding planning for ages. And then I sort of, felt a bit better. And then some days I would just, sit on my laptop and Google everything. And I actually found a lot of inspiration for all the DIY stuff on TikTok.
Oh,
so
true.
I actually got a Cricut.
Yeah.
And the Cricut, I was able to make a lot of things. But to use like the Cricut, for some things, I then ended up getting on Etsy, which was like
we
my
love
go-to.
Etsy. Yeah.
Etsy was really good. So was Zazzle. I think that's how you say it.
Love Zazzle.
And then
it's so easy to use.
Yeah.
You just upload and...
Zazzle, I did the personalised 2-ply like paper napkins, cocktail napkins.
Yeah.
And I put like Max's love letter on there, which was really cute. And that was sort of a surprise for him as well. He read it and he was like, oh, what the hell? My card's on there.
What the? Is that mine? Yeah.
And that was really nice. Etsy, I did a lot. I did like stamps that I then used to like, personalise each tambourine.
I was going to ask, did you do each invite by hand, the wax?
Yes. So the wax, I bought all the paper, which is from Peterkin. Peterkin is where I bought all like the nice envelopes and paper and things. So then I did every invite using the Cricut and Canva. I made all the invites on Canva. I was going to say, Canva
would have been a hero.
Canva, and I got the full subscription and was like doing that. And then I got it all printed onto my nice paper at Officeworks. Then I did the wax stamps.
Oh, God.
This took a long time, but I really love letters and letters, so I really was happy to do that myself.
Yeah.
And then get the rest of the things all done, which I had done by my mimosa, Alex. And so the wax stamps I ordered from Temu.
That's fun.
I know.
We all do a few Temus.
And it arrived and it worked. And I was like, I feel like I can recommend this. So I, posted it on TikTok. So I got wax like gels, and then you put them into the thing with the candle, then individually pour them on, and then I got my personalized stamp from Temu as well. It was G&M, and I wax stamped every single letter, which was 120 invites. Then I did 110 personalized letters, which were to our guests on the day. So we had personalized letters on every person's plate with their name on it, a full letter inside, and a wax stamp.
Gee, you're amazing.
So that was really fun, and I always wanted to do that. I went to someone's wedding like 5 years before, and they had written just like little letters like this.
Just makes the guests
and it
kind
just
of
made
feel
you
even
feel-
more invited.
I was very strong on the guest experience.
Okay. How many guests did you have?
110 in the end.
110, yeah.
And I just wanted them to feel like we loved them and thanked them so much for travelling to Newcastle or Sydney for our wedding, because we're from Melbourne. and like
Just making that extra
yeah, I
special.
just wanted them to feel special. So I had that. And then I did a lot of other personalised things. So I did a lot of engraving on certain things, which
So you had a logo and like an emblem for
Yeah.
for the
So
day.
I had a crest.
A crest.
So Alex
That's
made
what I
me
was
the
after.
crest for our
Yeah.
digital save the date.
Yeah.
And so I used that crest to do a lot of little things. And that's how I did the matchboxes, which I did on Etsy. Purchased the matchboxes and then did the stamps using Canva and the crest and then sent it to Etsy and they printed it.
That's insane.
And then I just put the stickers
What a
on.
process. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
And you had obviously the tambourines. Honestly, I reckon you were the first one I saw with the tambourines. Yes. So did that...
I actually,
you gonna claim that?
No, I can't claim it. Our friend Jules and Sarah, they were the first people I saw with the tambourine. They got married
They were fun
at
prop.
Jubilettes in Byron.
Cute. Yeah.
And as soon as we arrived, theirs were much nicer. They were like proper leather and, like sealed and hand painted. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to have that.
Yeah.
And that's, again, actually, if I do say that, I did get a lot of inspiration from my friends' weddings.
I was going to say, you know, we're kind of like, I'll take a bit of this, maybe not do that.
Yeah.
So...
And in saying that, Chantel got married like 3 years before me, my friend, and she had Shawnee, the live singer.
Yeah.
And as soon as I walked into her wedding, I saw him and heard him, and I said, Max, one day when we get married, I want to have him.
I want you.
So as soon as we booked in Redleaf, I knew he was from New South Wales. I booked him straight away.
What an honour for him to kind of.
So you find inspiration.
You held your promise.
Yeah.
Look, G, you've become you've had some success on social media by documenting your bridal journey. What made you kind of want to share it all, open it up to the public? Was this just a
it
fun
wasn't
little
even
journey? Yeah.
it wasn't even an intention.
Yeah.
It was just like came very naturally, I would say. Growing up, I used to do like makeup and hair for weddings, and
That's
I would,
right.
You're
full in the beauty space.
Yeah, and I would document some of those things and
Yeah.
do tutorials, and I wasn't like a complete stranger like from in front of the camera and all those sorts of things. So when it came to like wedding planning, I think it's just because I'm an empath and I like to help people. Like my job is literally being a paramedic. And I love to help people.
Absolutely.
So when it came to like posting online, it was more so to help people out there, like other brides.
Okay.
And like, again, I said I found a lot of inspiration from cricket American TikTok users, and they helped me. So I'm like, oh, I'll help this person.
Now it's my turn.
So I would post like the whole wedding, DIY wedding invite, how I made them, what font I used, where the paper was from. I told people, link them like the Etsy stuff, the Zazzle stuff, the engraving stuff, like everything, just so it would make your life so much easier, because weddings are expensive. If you can DIY and you can do that yourself, then like you save costs and it's personalised touch that you can make for yourself.
I'm sure you kept a few little ones for yourself as well.
I did
Did you?
A few.
Are they still up there?
Honestly, I just haven't had time to post these other ones. I've got
Yeah.
so many drafts as well, but yeah, I just found it fun.
Yeah.
And then I got a little bit more into like the fashion bridal space, and I think because of Kaya, I was lucky enough to design that, and then I would, post every time I went there, and people liked the process because
I was going to say it's part of the process, and then like a lot of hype as well. It's kind of like it's next week, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So how have you kind of found post wedding? Obviously, you gained quite a few followers as well. Has it kind of changed your life a bit?
Post-wedding was easy because you literally pay for a photographer, a videographer, content creator, and you get given all of this content.
You're like,
that you
this
can
is
do,
yours now.
You can do with whatever you like. And again, when you're a vendor, and I chose a lot of small business vendors in the Hunter Valley because I, wanted to keep a bit local, but like they post as well. And like every vendor posts, and everyone was so like on board, like you tag everyone that was involved, and I love that.
Heaps of collabs.
Yeah, heaps of collabs. So like it just kind of came natural that after I got married, I started posting everything, and you can say it was too much at times, like because I exposed everything that was there. But I was like, you know what, I had the best day ever. I have no regrets, and if people want to use me as inspiration, like I use other people's inspiration, go for it. So
and it was like it's amazing content as well. So why not upload it? To be honest, I have to just ask, how was it hard to upload the first hero shot? Were you like,
oh my gosh, yeah,
this is. Because I know the hero shot in my head. Were you like, this is the one?
It was, it was hard to choose. I think we obviously wanted something that was in colour, obviously of the both of us, where we both felt comfortable. And we had gotten the gallery the day after from Bianca. So that was like,
shout out to B.
Yeah, Bianca Virtue, she like you know, I don't know how she went through those that night or the next day and somehow sent me a collection that was incredible. And we'd gone through them in our hotel when we got to Sydney before we went to our mini moon. And we were...
You got that notification of
I got it. We were both like, oh my gosh.
Stop whatever you're doing.
Literally.
Yeah.
And we looked at all of them. I was like, how am I going to choose, you know? And then I found one that I also wanted to hero, like, I wanted the venue to look nice in the background. I wanted the dress to, you know, be perfectly displayed and like his suit to be nice. And yeah, it was just like, we agreed on that one pretty quickly. And
you can kind of, this is how we do like our heroes. You take your top 10 and then you just like, and then just goes to top 5 and 3.
We did do that.
And then 1. Did you do a carousel or just one hero shot for the first upload?
I think I did 1. But like if you're posting, like I feel like don't have any like high expectations or like overthink it because you're gonna post everything.
Absolutely.
If that's like in your nature, but like I just went and posted everything the next day and like no one really thinks about that one hero shot. And I think there is a little bit of pressure when like you build up your wedding. That I was like, oh, I hope people don't feel disappointed in the way that I looked or like anything to do with it. But
no, absolutely.
I don't know.
There's always one little hero that like everyone just knows. But like, look, it's all beautiful to be honest. And there's different themes of the day. There's venue, there's guests and everything. So you can do as many as you'd like. So obviously, G, you're building so much momentum as a content creator as well. What's next for, you'd like to kind of obviously build in the wedding industry or personal projects or... I feel like you're cooking something right now.
Oh, I might be cooking something.
Yeah.
There might be something in the works that I've been thinking of for actually quite a long time. If you'd asked me like 6 months ago, I would have, if you'd asked me, 6 months ago after I got married, I'd be like, I want to work for Chloe and be a wedding planner. I said to her, I was like, if you need an assistant, I'll work with you because I really enjoy it.
On and all.
And she just kills it. And I was like, I'd love to do that as a job. Like, you know, you can just see how much she loves it. I would have said that. And then I think taking a step back from being a paramedic and now sort of introducing the content creation.
It's so you, to be honest. So.
Really? I feel like when I first started doing it a bit more seriously after I got married, you know, I got approached and now I'm signed with Flair Media Partners with Georgia, and now I'm getting some like really cool brand deals that I never would have gotten.
So you're already doing it.
I know, so it's really fun and I really like it, but I feel like I need to have like, I've always had like 3 different aspects to my life. It's never been like set on one job. I've always done like 100 little things.
Keeps it interesting.
So I'm just trying to like find my space in that, but I think there's a gap in the market. If I tell you, there's a gap in the market for smaller event planning, like hens parties and bachelorettes.
So many,
yeah.
What's that venue? Your hens.
Red Coletta. Yeah.
They pump them out there.
They pump them out.
Yeah.
I think that they are very expensive though, like planning hens, that people probably wouldn't have a budget for like a wedding planner, but maybe like engagements or like someone who just like, you hire everything from them. And like for my friend's hens party that I have coming up, I have everything. I have the champagne towel from Facebook Marketplace that I bought,
already on it.
All the things from IKEA, all the silverware from all the antique stores that I collected 100 candelabras from, like all the candles, all the lace trimmers, all the 100% linen lace, linen tablecloths that I had from everything. Like,
do you like for your, like we're going back a little bit here, but it's hard to find the balance. Did you want like a bit of a surprise from the wedding planner as well? Or did you want to be like, I want to know where everything is, send me photos, send me, or do you
in between that, I would say,
trust me?
I sent her a brief, again, of those mood boards that I curated. I sent her a brief of every single thing. And I said, I really want it to look like this. And I'm talking like, if this table was one of the tables, I said I had everything planned out. I said, I want it to look like this. But obviously on the day, if something, you know,
of course,
doesn't fit, like you do you, because I trust you.
Of course, it's like, just let me know where I'm sitting.
And then she really helped. And so did Alex from One Mimosa with the stationery. Like I sent her a brief. And then she sort of was like sending me proofs back that were way cooler than what I said.
Okay, so you're like, don't worry about my idea.
Yeah, I was like, my idea was like, you know, in there, but she'd like just done it like to so much better degree, obviously because it's her job, to like what I had thought. So like I just trusted my vendors, and same with the florist. Like I said, I want red roses. And then she did exactly how she thought, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like
background as well for the ceremony, wasn't it? Like you had it all laced up on that.
Yeah, I had a silk
drape,
big draping, which she'd only added a week before the wedding. I
laid in.
Yeah. So that was like insane, and Chloe had organised that.
Go Chloe.
Yeah, it was.
Chloe, you're a star. Yeah. That's
So
it.
yeah, I wasn't like send me photos, and then on the morning of the wedding, I was sort of like, I don't want to see anything, and they were like, don't see anything, let it all be a surprise.
Just walking.
But then in saying that, when I was walking down the aisle, the supermarket aisle, that was so chill apparently. I forgot to look out for Max. Because everyone was turned like looking at me, and everyone was sort of out of the aisles, and then I saw like
locked eyes.
I locked eyes with everyone, and I was like, "Hello, everyone." And then I got halfway down the aisle, and I was like, "Oh wait, there's Max."
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to see someone. Oh, it's him.
So I don't know why I wasn't present in that little moment, but I think I was just overwhelmed. So maybe in hindsight, if I'd seen like the flowers and the draping and the chairs and the setup, maybe I would have been more fixated on like Max at the very end.
Absolutely. It would have been so funny at the ceremony when you're there, you're like, oh my God, that's the chairs we designed. There's the...
literally.
There's all the dresses. It's like, this is happening.
That was the cocktail hour, to be honest, because I'd done the imagination thing. Like I'd be driving the car listening to like the saxophone song, and I'd be thinking like, okay, pop on this beat and like do this. And then when I rocked up and actually was on the day going through the garden, champagne garden to the champagne tower, I was like, oh my God, my champagne tower I bought from Facebook Marketplace looks so good, and my IKEA things and the verbs there. And there was draping behind it, and then I saw all the furniture, and like I saw Pepe's in their beautiful, you know, white shirts and bow ties with silver platters, which we'd organised, and I'm like, everyone looks...
Everything
looks so good.
It's worked. It's all come together.
So there was no surprises.
Good. Well, that's the benefits of planning a little bit.
Yeah.
But G, thank you so much for coming on. You're an absolute star, and I can't wait to what's to come. So
Thank you.
Go.
Sorry, I feel like I could talk for 100 hours with you.
There'll be an Ep 2, 3, 4. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, G.